Hey everybody, it's Casey. I played in my first PTQ yesterday and it was a whole lot of fun. I went 3-3 and then dropped. So yeah, there was when I got there and we were about to start, there was 243 people. I played at the one in Plano, Texas at Madness. And so I was kind of not listening, but I was listening because it was really quiet and the head judge was talking and they were saying that whoever has a bye needs to go to table 122 or something or 112 and because they're going to play someone. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. And I walk up to the board and I see I have the bye, which is crazy. Out of all of these people, I'm the one that got the bye. So I don't know how that happened. Um, yeah, so I go and I sit down, and I've never played a PTQ, so I have no idea. Like, they're like, oh, tardiness, blah, 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 and I'm like, I don't know what that means. So, I'm sitting there, and so they have a 3-minute and 10-minute rule. At 3 minutes, if their opponent is not there, they get a game loss. So, you'll start game 2 as if you won, so they're on the play, and yeah, that's how it works. So that's what happens if they're 3 minutes late. If they're 10 minutes late, they lose that round. So you automatically get a win. So my opponent got there at 7 minutes after we started. I saw him standing there because he had to fill out his deck form, and then they did a deck check. So it took even longer, but he still made it to the round. So he was playing, what was his name? His name was Michael Hamilton. He's actually really nice. I kind of felt bad for him because he had a splint on his thumb and he's trying to shuffle with this splint on his thumb, and yeah, I kind of felt bad. Then he was playing some black-red deck, like it had Olivia, and he played like Sire of Insanity on the last game he had that. Trying to think. I don't know really what it was. He had a key rune. I don't know. I had no freaking clue what it was. So we go to game 1, and sorry, I made all these notes because I knew I wasn't going to do good, but I want to improve. I want to get better at playing. So we start, and to start off with, sorry, I'm getting way ahead of myself. I played a mono red deck. I put my deck list on my Facebook page. I'll put a link to it. My Facebook page. You should like it anyways, duh. But that's what I ran. So it's on there if you want to see it. Played mono red because it was easy. I don't know. That's what I knew. I had most of the cards. So yeah, I played mono red. So his life total went 19, 18, 16, 13, 11, 9. And, and mine goes 16, 6. So, what he did, and I guess I didn't write all his, I forgot what the card was called, but it was a black card that when he played it, oh no, sorry, my computer's ringing up. When he played it, I had to sacrifice a creature, and he lost life equal to its toughness. So I should have been able to swing lethal on that game with Hellrider, but he, whatever it, I don't remember the card's name. It's no, I can't remember it all. I should have wrote it down. I'm learning what I should write and not write and remember. Yeah. I can't remember. So he played that, and he had Olivia on the board, and I lost. That was that. So we go to, technically it was game 3. So I was like, crap. I was really bad. I was like, I'm supposed to have a bye, and this guy's going to beat me with some janky deck. And I was like, I guess I suck that bad. So we go to game 2, and I have his life total. I can't remember all of it. Yesterday, I got up at 6:30, and I didn't go to bed until like 2 because I did some other stuff after. I went roller skating after the PTQ, so Yeah. I have his total. I told it 16, 14, 6, 4, 1, 4, and then game. And I was at 20 the whole time. He didn't do any damage. He played that card again, but I still killed him. I probably drew a Thunder Mauler. I think I did. I think that game he had the Siren Sandy and Olivia out, but I don't know. It was my first one, and I'm like really nervous. I'm sitting there shaking. I was like, oh my god, what the hell? On game 2, though, I really don't think I could have won, but I did make a big mistake with Chandra's Phoenix. I had all this land, and I don't know. I didn't have anything else, so I had a pillar, so I pillared him for 2, or I don't know. I cast pillar, and then he was like, do you want to get that Phoenix back? I was like, yeah, because I've actually never used the Phoenix for that ability, ever. So I was like, yeah, and I got it back, and then I didn't cast it again, and I should have, and it would have bought me one more turn, but I don't think I would have been able to win, because it only strikes for 2. Well, it would have been dead, because I would have blocked with it. I don't know. I didn't look at the card. So yeah, that was round 1. I ended up winning. So it was a 2-1. And yeah, so I won. So I was like, yes, this is awesome. Maybe I can do this. Probably not. So we go to game 2. And his name was John Thompson. He was a smart kid. He used a lot of jargon that I didn't know what it meant. He played American Control. Yay. Oh my goodness. This is a match that made me pull my hair out. So, we went to 3 games. The first one, this is the longest life total ever. It went 19, 18, 14, 10, 14, 10, 6, 4, 2, 6, 3. And then that was game. And I stayed at 20 the whole time. So I won that one. Then the awesome sideboard came. Yay, Sphinx's Revelation and Supreme Verdict. I realized I hate blue. I probably should play blue. Maybe I'll like it. I don't know. It made me want to pull my hair out. So, game 2. Yeah, this is where it all went bad. It went 18, for him, it went 18, 16, 13, 10, 14, 13, 18, 22, 26. I wish I could have kept an Ash Zealot on the board, so they freaking couldn't flashback, think twice, and oh my goodness. Draw this card, draw this card, draw this card, draw this card. I'm going to draw cards, because I'm going to find what I'm looking for, and I'm going to kill you with it. I went 17, 16, 12, 11, 7, 6, 4. Yeah, that's what happened for me. And so I was just waiting for it to end. I was out of cards. So I'm just like, what can I draw? What can I draw? What can I draw? And I'm just like painfully waiting for this to freaking end. I'm pretty sure like an Arbolist killed me. I don't know. It was annoying. Then we go to game 3, and he's at 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 7. Then he goes to 10, to 8, to 3, to 8. And I went 17, 14, 8, 2. And this is where I messed up, because he kept saying all this stuff that I was just like, what are you doing? I don't know what words you're using. I've not been formally trained in Magic, so I have no freaking clue what you're talking about, but I'm playing this card, so do you want to do something? No, okay, I'm going to attack you. Do you want to do something? Like, that's my language for Magic. I can't even tell you. I don't know what he's saying, because I was like, I don't know. He's a really sweet kid, but I was just like, I'm dumb. Please explain this to me in dumb terms. He's getting his doctorate in economics. I sell car parts. Okay, that's what I do. So it was really annoying and really, really frustrating. And yeah, I didn't like that. And some of it, he would go so fast. And what could have happened, I had like 2 Searing Spears in my hand. And he played I don't remember what the creature was called. It was it was a red and blue gold card, and it, I think you paid one, or when it came in, it pinged a creature for 1, and like it was my last blocker I had, and I'm pretty sure he had a Resto Angel. I don't know, he had one thing on the board, but I'm pretty sure it was already tapped, so this was in my, I don't remember. But he casted that and then like Resto Angel, and he's like bam, 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 and I'm like, to me, I was like, oh, I've gone too slow, and this has already happened, so I can't do anything. And like, I could have speared that creature so he couldn't Resto Angel it and did it, because that was like my Ash Cell is all I had to block, or I would have been dead. And so that's what happened. So he's like, oh, I ping your Ash Cell again, so it's dead. And so it just happened so quickly. I know now that I can just say, wait, no, and hold on, like, so I can figure things out and slow it down a little bit. So it was really good learning experience. My notes on here, I wrote, I needed more skull cracks. I didn't draw any. I only had 2 on my sideboard. So he would quit freaking gaining life, because you can draw the cards you want, but if you just quit gaining life, I can beat you. And I didn't draw any Thunder Balls, but I wrote on there. So, yeah, that was really, really big learning experience on that one. I need to say, whoa, pump the brakes, kid. My third game, I played Leonard. He actually plays at the store that I play at, I found out. And he had Human Reanimator. I have never seen this deck, ever. Never played it. Never read anything about it. I've just started getting a little more into Magic, so shame on me. I don't freaking know. So, it was really funny. The first thing he said down, he goes, I hope you're not playing Scavenging Ooze. And I was like, maybe. So, this is life totals for that game. He was at 18, 17, 13, 9, 11. Then me is 11, 3, and 1 for the first game. I remember this one pretty specifically. He felt like, I was like, okay, he's playing 4-color Reanimator. Cool, I got it, because he just kept Grizzly Salvage, Mulch, this, that, and I'm like, okay. Well, I couldn't see his graveyard, so I didn't know what was going in there, but I was like, okay, it's Reanimator. Alright, I think I can do this. Cool. Then his graveyard was so big, I was like, well, why don't you start 2 rows? He's like, here, I've seen people do this, and he takes the deck, and he, like, completely lays it out in front of the playmat, and so, like, I'm like, why is there a Cartel Aristocrat in this deck? Why? I don't even know what that thing is. What is that? And, like, there's some angel. I had no idea what was in there. Yeah, I met that angel. Brings all the humans back from the graveyard. That whooped my butt. Because I'm like, Mama, little stuff. Nah, 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 nah. Then he's like, bam. You can't get through. I'm like, poop. So, that was game 1. Game 2, I did a little bit better, but still, no, because he got me into 19. He was 19, 18, 15, 13, 10, 12, 7, 9, 7, 10, and I went 18, 14, 12, 9. So, there's Hunt's Master in there. I want to say a Mark communicated it. I don't remember. It all gets fuzzy from the beginning of the day, and I didn't write any notes on this one because it just sucked. Hell, didn't know that was a deck. You live and learn. I don't know. I don't know how he did, because he was just like, everything's made to beat me, and I was like, I don't even know what this is, so I'm pretty sure it's not because of you. I don't know if I got Burning Earth out. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention in game 2, I got Burning Earth out in both, and 2 of 3 games. Yeah. Wear and Tear, got rid of that real quick. So, Burning Earth didn't even stand a chance against the American Control. He was ready. So that was that one. I played Burning Earth against this guy, but I don't know, it didn't work at all. Yeah, I don't know. That was that one. Game 4, guy named Clifton. He had some really cool old cards. He didn't really talk a whole lot. Just kind of whooped my butt. So, it was Jund. I was expecting to see this. The first game went awesome. I went 17-15, 9-3. Threat test came in 8-6. Dead. Me, stayed at 20. So I'm like, yes, got this. Then I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, bonfire. That's what happened. So we went, he had 18-16, 14-12, 14-12, 4-6. I was at 18-15, 11-9, 8. So he got me. And my sideboard wasn't very sufficient. I put 3 Electrickery in there thinking I was going to see a lot of elves. I didn't play one deck that ramped with elves at all. Didn't play a mono green deck. Didn't see it at all. And that's what I was expecting. So, that's not my sideboard, is it? Yeah, okay. So, that card was useless. Skullcrack, I didn't really put it in there because I put mortars. I should have been a little better with my sideboard. There's just too few of cards that I wasn't going to draw. So, and one problem that I did run into is sometimes I would just flood out. And as I'm running 25, the Mutavaults have helped, were a big help in a lot of the games. Because depending on what was in my hand, if I had a Boros Reckoner, a Mutavault was not going to come out too early. If I didn't have a Boros Reckoner, or I had a 2-drop Firefish Striker, I was going to drop a Mutavault on turn 2. So, Mountain on turn 1, and either a Legion Loyalist or a Noble. And then on turn 2, I would drop a Mutavault and then swing with whatever. And then turn 3, I could drop either. What are you doing? It was either going to be a Chandra's Phoenix, or I could have done a Nash Zealot. Or, I mean, it just depended. But usually, like, turn 3, I could swing with a Mutavault, or they just came really handy because they would wipe my board from creatures, but if I didn't have anything, I could still swing with that Mutavault because most of the time their board was empty, or if they're like, I could chump block with it. And I was like, like that one guy with the Augur Bolus, like he was like, I'm swinging at you. I was like, that's stupid. So it wasn't stupid enough. He still beat me. So that was Jund for round 4. So I'm 1-3. I'm not happy. I'm really upset and disappointed in myself. So I was like, I'm going to play one more round. I have to go out with 2 wins. I cannot go out 1-3. So I go to round 5. This one made me so happy. I feel so bad for Roberto if he watches, because I gave him a signed land because he was so sweet. He played American Control as well. He actually sat next to me in the first round. Not next to me, but like catty corner to me. And him and this other, there was like 2 control decks against each other. And he was telling me that he got pulled aside and warned for slow play. And they were both playing control. And he said like he was writing stuff down, but he stopped doing that because he realized it was going so slow. And he was trying to speed up. So like he would do something, he would be like, okay, go. Do something, okay, go. Like he was trying to, and he was like, that's so embarrassing. This is like my first big thing and I already got in trouble. And I was like, I'm sorry, that sucks. He goes, yeah, I'll never play control again. And something like this. And I was like, good, because it sucks. But he was really nice. It went 18-14, 18-13, 11-6-3, and I stayed at 20. Game 2 went 18, 14, 11, 7, and I stayed at 20. Yeah, his just was not. I don't know if he just didn't have good draws. I have no idea what happened, because the last time I got American Control, it whooped my butt. So, oh, I remember what happened with Jund. There was one game that I wasn't drawing any creatures. I drew 2 Burning Earth, so it was kind of like, I had a Legion Loyalist and a Burning Earth. That's what I had in my hand. So I had 4 mana, and I'm like, I can play this Legion Loyalist, because I think, what was it? I'm sorry, I finally remember. I'm so scatterbrained. I think it was game 2. Yeah, it was game 2. I was at 8 and he's at 6. So I was like, awesome, I got this. So I played another Burning. I was like, he had Thragtusk on the board. I was like, you know what? I'll take the 5. I can afford that. I'll go to 3. If he has to play anything, he's got to tap all his freaking land. So yeah. And I told him that afterwards, and like that's all I had. And I forgot what he pulled out. He beat me. He was able to be like, oh, I think he speared me. Yeah, that's what it was. He swung, and he's like, oh, take 3. I was like, crap. I was like, man, I had that. I was like, I guess I got greedy because I wanted you to take twice the damage for tapping your land. And he was like, I was like, is that or a Loyalist? He was like, oh, I would have Dreadboard your Loyalist. I was like, okay. So I still wasn't one. So that was Jund. Sorry to skip that. And so yeah, that was round 5 American Control. I was like, sweet, I'm 2 and 3. Maybe I can do this. I was like, maybe I can. I'm not a math person, not at all. So I was like, all right, I got this. 2 and 3. I was like, I'll play another round. I was like, we'll do this. We'll play one more round. We'll see how this goes. And so I'm kind of glad I did. I talked to some people that I play with, and they're like, just stick it out, just play. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll do this. And I played round 6, and I played a guy named Ryan Garman. I didn't really talk too much. He kind of was a little arrogant when we were talking. But we actually had really fun. Like, he played mono red. So, yeah. I saw it when he was shuffling. I saw a mountain on the bottom of his deck. And I was like, crap. This is going to suck. Too bad you can't sideboard before you play. So, we start playing, and it's like, it was pretty much who can get Hellrider out fast. Or not Hellrider, Thundermaw out fastest. Who can do it? Oh, did I drop one? Who can get it out fastest. So, like, sweet. So, we had 3 games. And it went 18, 16, 12, 10, 7, 2. And mine was 18, 16, 13, 8. Game 1, he won. So, I went 0. I think, yeah, he pretty much just beat me to Thundermaw. I went to draw a card, and I was like, crap, why is this still in here? It was Burning Earth, and I was like, and he goes, oh, I bet you're looking at 2 of what I already have in my hand. And I was like, I bet so. So, of course, we probably both sided out Burning Earth. And I had Volcanic Strength, and I put this in here because of Jund. I thought I would see it a lot. And it doesn't work the way I thought it was going to work. It helped me win round 1. I was Dragon Skull Summit, like, it produces red mana, but it's not a mountain. So this doesn't help against that. It only helps with Blood Crypt. And I didn't realize that. So this card's not very good in the sideboard. But it helped me with him, because I ended up Volcanic Strengthening one of my creatures. I think it was a Firefish Striker, but then he like speared it, so it died. So I lost that. But it was the Mark of Mutiny that won it for me. In game 3, I think he was like, something else, Thundermaw, swing. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, no, I had a Thundermaw at first. And then he played one, and then my turn, I had the Mark Mutiny in my hand. He had a Boros Sarkiner and the Thundermaw. And I had been waiting. because I was like, he's still too high at a life total for me to take that Thunderbomb. I mean, that I can't talk, for me to take the Boris Reckoner. I cannot take that right now. He will live, and he gets it back with the 1/1 counter on it, and I just know it's not going to work. So I waited and waited, and he was like, man, Thunderbomb, took it. I was like, all right. And then I was like, I got this. And so I was like, oh, give me that. So, you know, it was, we laughed. It was pretty fun. Because we were talking, he's like, yeah, I'm dropping after this. I gotta go visit my girlfriend's brother, and meet him for the first time or whatever. But there's these guys next to us, and this guy lost it. He was so mad about something happened. This guy's like, if you don't believe me, just call a judge. He's like, not gonna care if you call a judge, but this is how this happens. And the guy was like, F this, and no, I don't even like this game anymore. And I wanted to be like, dude, we've lost 3 games in this group over here. There's no reason to get that mad. Like, he was just so, I'm like, it's a card game. At the end of the day, this is a card game. It is a game. There's no reason to act that way. And I, like, me and the other guy were like, we were laughing about it. At the end, he was like, good game. I was like, yes, it is a game. And it was really, like, it was enjoyable for us to play and laugh, and it was funny, and he didn't give a crap. He didn't want to beat me, because he said it when he sat down. He's like, I'm dropping after this, and the guy's like, why don't you be the gentleman and give her the game? He's like, no, I want to win. I was like, so do I. So, I was gonna stay until, I lost again. I was gonna play until I lost, but there is an event that I really wanted to go to, so I did. So I left early after that. So that was my first experience at a PTQ. 244 people. I realized how freaking strict they are on time. A lot of people were late after round 4, or before round 4. They gave a 20-minute lunch break, and they, like, 1:40, we started. So lots of people were late. So that was that. I learned some things, took some notes, so gonna practice and get better. I realized how important it is to know the meta game and know what you're about to play, because I realized with the American control, I was like, he's looking for a Sphinx's Revelation or a Spring Verdict, so, like, knew it was coming, but there wasn't anything. I didn't have anything that I could do about it. So that was that. I wanted to give a shout out to the boys at Heavy Meta wearing their shirt. So they gave me a shout out, so props. And then I met Dan at I can't think. At Planeswalkers Asylum. They're a Heavy Meta and Planeswalkers Asylum are podcasts. I don't know if y'all listen to podcasts. I recently started to and kind of hooked on them. So, yeah, I posted on my Facebook. I was asking if what y'all listen to. I have a handful that I listen to. It's hard to get them all in because they're long, and I try to listen while I'm at work, and, like, I'll get interrupted, so I pause it. So a 2 or 3 hour podcast will take me 5 to 6 hours to actually listen to. And I'm sorry for all the rambling. Let me also, sorry, I should have checked this beforehand. I knew we were really, really close on... I'm at 474 subscribers right now, so just under 15, what can I math? No, 25, 26 more. Sorry, I can't math. Till I do the giveaway. I don't know what I'm going to do just yet, so yeah, you have time if you're waiting to subscribe. So I'm a little more active on Twitter, trying to be a little more active on Facebook, but I don't have as many of y'all there because I want to make more videos, but it's just my life is so hectic right now. Like, next weekend I have a derby game, and then it's like I'm moving next month, and I want to go to there's an IQ in like 2 weeks that's close, and then I'm debating on if I go to GP Oklahoma. I'd like to go, but I have no idea. kind of seeing what the bank account looks like. So, yes, that's what happened for me. So, if y'all were there and didn't come say hi, sorry. There was only a few girls there, so, and y'all know what my face looks like, so you could, I have glasses on. I don't always wear glasses, so y'all know that. But yes, so if y'all know of anything in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that I don't know that's game-wise going on, let me know. Because I want to go. And let me know how y'all are doing. So y'all sent me all what y'all are playing on the last one, and it is a lot. But I didn't play Jund. Yay. Yay. So, yay. So, yes, 26 more subscribers, and I'll be giving away some awesome stuff. Actually, just the one. Well, I have the Desire of Insanity altered. I don't know if it's going to be a second place, or I don't know about that one yet. But I am doing From the Vault. So, I hope y'all have a good week. I'm going to try to do a post next Sunday. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I'll try to figure it out. I'm still working on an EDH deck. I really don't care. I finally realized I like playing Standard because it constantly changes. So as I might play the same deck, it might change a little bit, but it's not the same thing. I'm scared with EDH. It's the same thing, and I'm going to be like, I'm bored. I want to change it. I need all these cards, and then it gets really expensive. So, yeah. Anywho, y'all have a good week, and talk to you later. Bye.